Here is the topic on Red Data Book. What is this Red Data Book? So coming to the Red Data Book, this refers to document maintained by a state or a nation. So this is the document. Maintained by state or nation. So in order to establish a record and document, record or document on rare and endangered species of plants and animals within the boundary of the state or nation. All the known endangered species and subspecies of plants, fungi, animals are also recorded under of plants, animals as well as fungi. So this Red Data Book provides detailed information for studies and research regarding endangered species and subspecies of animals. In addition to that, it also helps in coordinating, monitoring, programs for coordinating and monitoring to preserve endangered and rare species. The Red Data Book is maintained by IUCN. So what is IUCN? Is International Union of Conservation, Nature. So the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. This organization is being founded in the year 1965. And they works for the conservation of nature and natural resources. So Red Data Book for animals, plants and fungi. Coming to the history. of Red Data Book. So they are mainly the first data book extensively research carried out by biologists in Soviet Union, which is conducted between 1961 to 1964. This document was listed, first document listed all endangered species of plants, animals and fungi are known as, so within the Russian territory jurisdiction, it is known as Red Data Book of Russian Federation. Within Russian territorial jurisdiction, it is known as Red Data Book of Russian Federation, because they have listed the endangered species from the Russian territory. So the Red Data Book was maintained by IUCN. The Red Data Book is maintained by IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, since 1964, and has set up the criteria to evaluate the risk of extinction. Set up the criteria for evaluating risk of extinction of thousands of endangered species. Species as well as subspecies. So around the world, the set criterion was relevant in all the parts of the world. It has been over the years most authoritative sources regarding the current state of biological diversity in the world at a point of time. So apart from IUCN Red Data Book, other regional and or national Red Data Books are maintained. By individual states or nations. And they contain cumulative data of endangered species within their territorial boundary. So the objectives of maintaining red data book are provided by IUCN in 1996 are given as follow. The scientifically based information on the status of species and subspecies should be at global level. Means scientifically means it has to be researched. The scientifically based info on the status of species at a global level. To draw attention to the magnitude and importance of threatened biodiversity. So particular attention should be made on magnitude and importance of threatened biodiversity. So it has to influence national and international policy. And decision making. To provide information to guide actions. To guide actions. To conserve biological diversity. So the detailed information in the red data book is color coded sections will be there. So endangered species, specific meaning of color coding. So we have to know about color coding of information. Color coding of information. Let's see. So what is the color we are using here is black. So this black color information, the black color code is for extinct species, black. Means these are already extinct. Dodo, quagga, thylacine. So these are all are extinct. Stella sea cow. Red. So red is for critically endangered species. It's near to extinct. Orange. Endangered species. Amber. Vulnerable species. and white. I'll write with gray, this one. White, rare species. Green, out of danger. Right, next. Gray, the species will be of, I'll go with gray. So gray, if you see, these species are endangered, vulnerable or lack, but lack of sufficient information. This may be the whatever the thing. So precisely to characterize them. Coming to advantages. So to estimate the total population. Total population of any given species. To evaluate the taxa at pan global scale. It can be find out conservation status. To evaluate the risk of endangered species. So to develop conserving plan. For endangered species. Next, disadvantages. The documentation regarding the source of data was not always been properly maintained. So documentation such as validity of data can be sometimes brought to the question. The red data book work on progress, not all of the endangered or extinct species. It been identified, put in as such a way to provide most accurate data. So missing of accuracy of data. According to IUCN of India, we have categorized certain species. So let's see Red Data Book of India. Critically endangered mammals. So we have to write with red only. Critically endangered. That is Malabar civet. This is under critically endangered mammals. So next it is endangered. Endangered mammals. Asiatic wild cow, wild dog, or Indian wild dog. And we have lion-tailed macaw, Nilgiri's leaf monkey, Nilgiri leaf monkey, vulnerable, Indian bison, Nilgiri marten, next critically endangered birds. Critically endangered birds. Spoon-billed sandpiper. And the next thing is near threatened reptiles. Diaspora day gecko. So the red data book usually refer to the document of state and nation that is establishing the record mainly. So if you see, all these things consists of the species, everything.